Hey guys, it's your favorite auntie, and it looks like Damson and Lori Harvey are giving it another shot in 2024. I have a little advice that I think might work for the couple this time around. But before we get into this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So everything in this video is alleged, it is in my opinion, and it's just for entertainment and commentary purposes only. So back in 2022, this couple popped out and everybody was like, oh, snap. Okay, Damson and Lori, the couple that I don't think any of us saw coming. Don't know how they met. Well, I heard they met at, I believe, in some event, right? But I feel like, and this is just me guessing, that maybe they were introduced, they have a mutual friend, perhaps Ryan Destiny is who I'm thinking, that introduced them, and that's how they started dating. But I don't know that to be factual, didn't look that up. That's just me being nosy and putting two and two together. So they popped out and everybody was like, okay, cute couple. Yes, nice chocolate man, beautiful girl. Okay, let's see how this works. Now, of course, everybody's thinking that it's not going to work out because she's known for dating guys for about a year and then she's dating someone else. And here's the thing that people have to realize, that oftentimes women stay in long-term relationships because sometimes they're afraid to move on. They get comfortable and the fear of being single for a long time intimidates them. So they stick around in a relationship that they clearly see is not working. So I, for one, don't feel like women should be chastising her because she dates someone for a year and then she moves on. Obviously, she's determined, or he's determined, that it's not working. So why keep the relationship going on and on and on if it's clearly just not going to work out? So kudos to her if she's the one that's making the decision that this relationship doesn't suit me and I'm going to move forward and see what relationship would be best suited for me. That's called dating. That's how you get to what your ultimate goal is. So if her ultimate goal is to be married or have a long-term partnership, she's got to be able to find that person that's going to give her that. And if after a year she's determined that this doesn't serve me, there's nothing wrong with that. Take note. Do that. Do the same thing, ladies. Don't stick around for a long time. And it doesn't have to be a year. If you realize after 3 months, it's just really not working. We're just not compatible. We're just not a fit. Then that's what it is. We don't know what's happening in this girl's relationship, right? We're all just speculating and guessing. So I just want to jump off with that. And I don't know what caused their breakup. All I can do is speculate. And my speculation thinks maybe two things pointed towards the breakup. Now, it could have been, any numerous of things, but there are two things that kind of jump out to me that I saw that could have infringed on their relationship. Could it have been this reconnection right here? The way Steve Harvey embraced Michael B. Jordan, it was as if he missed him. It's one thing for your parent to run into one of your exes privately, right? And perhaps embrace, but to have this played out publicly, can you imagine, if you're Damson, how embarrassing this is for you, how your friends may be looking at you, how this could be a real blow to the ego? What if the situation was reversed and Damson's mom embraced one of his ex publicly, right? Can you imagine how that would make Lori feel? This could have been one of the things that caused friction in their relationship. Now, again, I don't know if this played a part in their initial breakup. I'm only guessing, so I don't need people down in the comments saying, you don't know what happened between the two of them. Right, I don't. I've said that. But it could have definitely caused their relationship to be fractured, because something like this could fracture your relationship. It could cause a blow to a man's ego, and then he could start to kind of retreat and start to, kind of pull back and not as vocal. And sometimes, especially if they're not great communicators, they can often stop wanting to talk to you about regular stuff. They just become distant. They become quiet. And, that very well could have started started the downward spiral of their relationship. Here's another thing that could have infringed on their relationship. Prince Michael. This diarrhea of the mouth ex, I don't know if you want to call him boyfriend, ex guy that she was seeing, decided to air out his dirty laundry and decided that it would be a good idea to have his ex Lori as part of that casualty, which makes no sense. I don't know why guys do this. It's disgusting. But he decided to come out and kind of talk about his past relationship with Lori. And I think it was highly inappropriate. You know, she's in another relationship now. She's been in several relationships since they were involved with one another. So I think the only reason why you would want to come out and say something about you all's intimate affairs is for shock factor and to make yourself relevant. So when Damson heard this could have also been one of those things that just really started to weigh upon him and, may have caused him to be distanced. We don't know. It could have been something totally different. Maybe they were having other issues, but this is just my speculation of two things that I think could have caused a wedge between them. Now, we know that they have decided to try again. I don't know if they've made a commitment as far as being in a relationship, but they're definitely seeing each other. I first noticed that, and I didn't get a picture or anything like that of it, but I first noticed that Damson had took some trip, and I think he was on a plane, and I think it was a New Year's picture where he said, was doing a cheers, and he had the glass kind of pointed up as in cheers. I suspected Lori was with him then. And then I remember she posted a picture, but it was at a different location, just a random picture of her holding a glass up like cheers. That was the first inclination that I had that they were potentially rekindling their relationship. Actually, that was the second thing, because the first thing was that people were saying that they attended I think the Beyonce's filming of Renaissance together, but there's no pictures of that. But people said that they came together and they left together. So I think that was the first indication that they probably were trying to work things out. And then I saw those pictures and I thought, oh, okay, well, I think they really are. I think she tried to come out and dispute that. But then as of recent, we've seen that they were both traveling together. It looks like they were doing a pre-birthday trip for Lori to Thailand. Now, the funny part about it is once media got a hold of them being at the same location, just not in pictures together, Damson tried to then post pictures of him. Well, I wouldn't say him in Italy. He posted pictures of Italy as if to try to throw people off, in my opinion. But he wasn't in the pictures, I don't believe. Even if he was, I think he had took a trip to Italy before we've seen those pictures. So that didn't work, Damson. Nice try on that one, though. But everybody can see that they are kind of trying to rekindle things, which I think is great. I actually like this couple together. Of course, don't know them personally, but he seems to be just an upstanding guy. Now, you know how that goes sometimes. We think we know what a person is like, and you just never know. So I want to say that disclaimer. But he seems to be an upstanding guy in the fact that we don't see him out here. Like even when they did post pictures of each other, it wasn't too much. He wasn't just, you could tell he wasn't trying to use her for clout. He wasn't having her all over his page, all over his social media. He just seemed like he was very cautious and protective of the relationship. We never heard about him running around with a bunch of different women before he started dating her. We know that he dated a young lady, I think, for a few years. So he's always been very tight-lipped about his relationship. He's done interviews and he just seems, just like a real nice guy. So I personally like this relationship for her. But if it doesn't suit her, doesn't fit her, then hey, she has to do what she has to do. Same for him. So just the advice that I have for them going this time around, because like I said, I don't believe they did too much as far as posting of one another. They let people in, but not in a way where I felt that it was too much, because some people can just overdo it. And I thought it was just very classy in how they went about posting each other. And I think this time around, it seems like they don't want to let people in their world. And it could be for the reasons why I said in this video. And I think that's great. And And so whatever they have to do to protect what they got going on, I think it's a great thing. The advice that I would just give them is that if what I have in this video is true, these are some things that really cause a strain in their relationship. I really hope that Damson can recognize that she chose him, and that obviously there's something about him that has her heart, and he has to focus on that, and that he has to know also that she's not afraid to walk away. So, just be cautious of that. Make sure you communicate. Both parties have to communicate with one another. They also, have to have the same boundaries that for each person, whatever he knows that is a trigger for her, he has to be respectful of that. Whatever is a trigger for him, she has to respect that. We don't know too much about them, so this is just advice I would give anyone if they were in a relationship, but the fact that they're public makes it even worse for them. So I also hope, if they haven't done this already, that Steve has a one-on-one conversation with Damson, just to kind of let him know that, hey, if that's how he feels, that, let Damson know that, no, you're still a good guy. I still think you are a valuable person. Hey, I had a prior relationship with this guy, because obviously she dated him, and I apologize if my embrace with him made you feel uncomfortable. I hope that if they haven't done that, that's something that they will do, because that's a blow. That's a blow to anyone's ego to see that, and it can be embarrassing. So that's my little advice to them. I hope it works out. I'm sure she sees her friend Ryan is still with, oh goodness, I don't know, where am I forgetting his name? Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. I'm gonna put it in the video because I'm just having a brain freeze apparently. I see his face and I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot think of Ryan's name. But Keith Powers, they dated for quite some time, and then they made a public, they actually didn't make a public statement. People got in their business and said that they had called it off. But then shortly after that, we started seeing little hints that they were still together. And that's one of her good friends. So I'm sure she's probably trying to, follow in the same footsteps that Ryan seems to have followed in, with just kind of being more private about their relationship and not having too many people in the public to know about what's going on with you. So I guess, you don't have stuff like people like me, I guess, that are like, hey, let's talk about it. But I'm talking about it in a good way, just giving advice. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.